Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be my end of the year book tag for 2022. This is the first time I'm ever filming this video and I figured, you know what, this is a good popular end of the year book tag and I figured I should at least give it a go for this year. And we'll see in the other years whether or not I continue to do this book tag or not. But I'm pretty certain I'm going to. This one's fairly short, so let's dive in. This book tag was created by Ariel Bissett. I'll try and see if I can find the original tag video that she did down in the description box below. But otherwise, her channel will be linked down below, so feel free to go ahead and check it out. So yeah, let's get into this book tag. Question number 1 is, are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? I do have a couple of books. The first of which are whatever books I'm currently reading at the time of finishing this video. Those are, I am actively reading Master of Sorrows by Justin D. Call. We're about 40% into this book. I am reading it on my Kindle. We're hoping to make at least decent progress with Master of Sorrows by Justin D. Call. The other book that I am actively working on that have just started is I Took the Dress Jacket Off, but it is Ordinary Monsters by James M. Neal. I just started this book. I am about 37 pages into it, so these are the active 2 books that I do hope to start and finish in 2022. I do have some other books that I was reading throughout 2022 that I have sort of soft DNF, and I would like to continue with those. The first of which is The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I got to about, I think at least, I got to about 57% into The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I would also like to finish the Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which I also started this year and would like to finish, or at least attempt to. I got up to about 40% in that one. And then the third book that I have already read this is a reread. I hope to be completing this reread in December is The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. I was rereading T.J. Klune's Extraordinary series in anticipation for the third and final one, but I didn't get a chance to finish this one in time to complete that reread, so I'm hoping to finish it out this year, and then in 2023 I will make a detailed, spoiler-filled reading vlog for this series. It is my absolute favorite, so we'll do a special reading vlog for that book series. Question 2. Do you have any autumnal books to transition you into the end of the year? I do. The Bear and the Nightingale is a polar fantasy book that I hope to carry me into winter, as it's a polar fantasy book. And then the book that would be considered the autumnal that I hope to use as a transition book as well is this month I'm hoping on reading Babel by R.F. Kuang, which is a dark academia fantasy-esque book set in Oxford. I hope to be reading this one in December, finish out Hype. I have so far only read one book by R.F. Kuang, and that was The Poppy War, which I do hope to continue with that series. I just didn't get around to it in 2022, but I want to try out her dark academia book, as I've heard it's really, really great. Question 3. Are there any new releases you are still waiting for? At least for 2022, the answer to this question is no. I have checked the books that are coming out in December, and there aren't any that are considered new releases. I do have new release books that came out in October, November of 2022, but I'm not considering them for this question, because I'm not really waiting for any new releases yet to come out in 2022. The new releases I'm waiting for to come out will come out in 2023. Question 4. what are the 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So we have quite the possible stack. For that of which I have every single book that is currently on my December TBR. I haven't really decided whether or not I'm doing a December TBR video yet. I think I might be, so those books are going to be mainly featured in that video as far as what prompts I chose them for, but I am going to run you through them right now, at least. The books. We have a total of 10. I will introduce you guys later to my new TBR thing for 2023. We will introduce you guys to that. But these are the lists. First book I have already mentioned on my December TBR is Master of Shadows by Justin T. Call. The second book is, of course, Babel by R.F. Kuang. In the month of November, I did start Circe by Madeline Miller. I got to about 40% of it and soft DNF'd it. I would like to continue. Also, I'm mentioning here The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. Is a book that I would like to continue with. And then finish in 2022. It's on my December TBR. And then another book on my December TBR is Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. Those are all my ebooks that I have. We're doing my TBR as ebook and physical book. So those are all my ebooks that I hope to read or at least make a decent dent on for this year. If I have to complete them in 2023, so be it. We're not taking any punishments with TBR as I'm setting them this high. The other books that I hope to finish and read in 2023 are Ordinary Monsters by James M. Mio, physical read. Loveless by Alice Oseman. Let's see. The first book in the Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan, The Hidden Oracle. Let's see. Beartown by Frederick Bachman. And Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I know that's more than 3, but honestly, those are the 3+ books that I would like to read in the month of December. Whether or not I will finish all those books is, of course, up to the gods, but those are the books that my priority has been set to read. Question number 5. Is there a book that you think could still shock you and become a favorite of the year? Yes. I think and I believe there may be at least 2 I'm thinking of. The first of which is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I have heard people talk about and rave about this book so much. While I haven't read a lot of dark academia books, I do like the concept that this book brings in regards about language and hidden language. It's set in Oxford. It looks like it may be more of a Bildungsroman type of story where the main character is growing up and you get to grow up with them and go to school with them. I do think I'm going to really enjoy Babel by R.F. Kuang. That is book number 1. And then book number 2, which I'm just thinking of right now that I think I'm really going to enjoy, is Loveless by Alice Oseman. So Alice Oseman, of course, is the author of the Heartstopper graphic novels, of which I have read all of them that have been released so far and have given them all 5 stars. Alice Oseman is, of course, one of my favorite authors for that reason. I have read a couple of our books, mainly Solitaire, and I have read Radio Silence, which I do hope to reread at least some point. But I absolutely think I'm going to like Loveless by Alice Oseman, and that is because the main character is asexual, and on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, my sexuality is within the asexual spectrum range. I am a demisexual. I do think because she's asexual and because demisexual is on the asexual side of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, I really think I'm going to absolutely love Loveless by Alice Oseman. And then question number 6, have you already started making reading plans for 2023? And yes, I have. There are a couple of new releases in 2023 that I hope to read in 2023. The first of which is A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. This is... I don't really know how to explain this book, but it is a sort of prequel. If Priory of the Orange Tree was a series, it's sort of a prequel. I just believe it's set in the same world and takes place before that book takes place. And The Priory of the Orange Tree was one of my most shocking books this year, as I didn't know that it would get 5 stars from me. I absolutely love Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, so A Day of Fallen Night is a 5-star prediction. And I hope to read it very, very soon after it comes out. And the other book that I've made reading plans for is In the Lives of Puppets by T.J. Klune. T.J. Klune, as you know, is one of my all-time favorite authors. This is a 5-star prediction. It comes out in April. Well, in 2023. It comes out in April, I believe. And I have made plans to read this book. I plan to pre-order both A Day of Fallen Night and In the Lives of Puppets to read very soon after they come out. Hopefully in the month they come out, as these are both 5-star predictions, and I tend to read my 5-star predictions as soon as they come out. I have made reading plans to read at least these 2 books in 2023, and whatever else I plan on reading in 2023, but these 2 are definitely my reading plans for 2023. So there you have it. That was the end of the year book tag. A very, very short book tag, but very fulfilling nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Subscribe for more bookish content from me. Down below you'll find links to all of my social media and stuff, as well as a link to my Amazon wishlist if you feel free to send me something. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next one, and remember, we are the one within the all.